Okay, I'm here at the entrance of my small jungle, and I just thought I'd do a little tour that's a bit of a what's good eating right now kind of tour. Because a few things are coming up here. I'm already seeing a pepper on this little pepper plant. Look! I mean, it's not much yet. That's going to be a sweet pepper. I got Esmeralda and Carmen from Who Cooks For You Farm. Escamillo and Carmen. In between, the chard's looking really good. How do I point to it? It's right there. These are getting rather close, as you can see, but those turn dark black before they're ripe, so I don't see any ripe yet. But in here, there's a few red currants overgrown by terrible weeds, my bad, that are definitely ready in here. Gonna come back for more of those. We'll continue the tour. Of course, there's a ton of good onions here. I've been harvesting onions for pickled onions, lacto-fermented onions recently, and they're just wonderful. I typically don't like onions, so that's nice. Got some dill right here. Got a ton, apparently, of shadbush saskatoons. So ripe level is right here. But in the past, if I let them go that ripe, then the birds get them. So anywhere from red to black. This is fully ripe, almost, come on, focus. Almost about to, come on, there we go. Almost about to dry in the bush, which they do. If the birds don't come get them, they dry right on the bush. So, those are all really good. So anywhere from this red color, through those darker black colors. We also got the last few. Come on. Whoa, no! Cherries. This is sorrel. Tastes like lemons. It's pretty good, too. I think I'll finish off harvesting the cherry and shadbush in a little bit here. See what else there is good to eat right now. You'll see in a bit, I momentarily had the trap set for the groundhog. But what happened instead is I caught and then immediately just released a raccoon, because they don't do that much trouble up here. And it was seemingly a rather healthy one. Okay, here's something good to eat. Now, preface this with some lily species can be fatal. Others are very healthy and taste like beans. So, look up daylily. Turns out that if you absolutely definitely have a non-crossed original Madonna lily, those are also edible, as are the bulbs. At different times of the year, the entirety of these little plants are edible in different ways. Very early spring, you can eat the roots, and they taste like French fries if you fry them. And you can also eat the greens. I wasn't too fond of the greens, but I tried it. My most favorite is the just before opening. Now, you can be a normal person and leave the flower on the plant. Or you can be a not normal person and come around and harvest the flowers off. These, it's That's what I get for looking at the screen while I'm pulling. So I missed about 8 buds there because they're not ready when they're green. And you know what? There's enough of them. It's okay. These dried ones are good for thickening soups. And I just stick them in an open jar in the fridge. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's in the frame, and then I'm going to look at my hand, so don't do that again. Because the stalks themselves are rather brittle. And a bit fragile. So, tons of rhubarb still, because I have perpetual rhubarb. Oh, I'm stuck on the stick. If you forgot, this is my old cold frame and its reflective pieces as I slowly dismantle it. If I didn't have a groundhog, which hopefully soon I won't, but right now I'm just waiting to do the next setup round. If I didn't have a groundhog, I'd have strawberries right now. Whew, I hit a step wrong there. This becomes this is some sort of vetch, and I never know. You can see how good it is at fixing nitrogen, but at this early stage, I never know if it's the nice hair vetch, which is an annual and just kind of comes and then goes, and it's not a big deal, or if it's that crown vetch that will never, ever, ever die. Now you'll see here, I actually really need to water everything that's in pots. It's wilting quite a bit, but that's okay. These lilies are from my brother's house with the thin, and I have no idea what they are, and I'm going to say they're definitely not edible, because most of the tall stalk lilies, as opposed to the blades of grass coming straight out of the ground lilies, are definitely not edible. But these have got ants all over their pods, so the ants like something on it. A lot of the lilies are about to open. This other clematis opened about when the purple one finished. The purple one's got all these swirly whirls going on it. We've got an echinacea. Echinacea's a medicine, so it's edible, but you know. Down here we have akashiso, which is Japanese red basil, I think, is one of the common U.S. names for it. I think I got a couple. So if this got better water, I'd get better raspberries. But it's a trade-off. I'll probably fix that, but yeah. So there would be more raspberries if that actually caught some rain from time to time. The everlasting sweet pea is, as always, a weed. But as you'll see in a moment here, there is a reason that I ended up getting it. I made a mistake. So it's really just a destructive plant. This is it too, but all of this is comfrey. I had some of that to help heal a bruise last night, and I didn't have any problems. I don't know how bad the bruise would have been either. Borage is flowering back there. If you cook that, it's a lot like the taste of cucumber, but it does have spines, so you have to cook it. Not because it would hurt you, just because the texture would be so bizarre. Alright, there's another one. So, yeah, these orange flowers are great stir-fry beans. Big pop of color without adding like a strange taste at all. My hollyhocks are about to start blooming. These pods right after they bloom are some of my favorite food. They have a texture when you bake them in like a rice dish. It's almost like meat. They're a member of the mallow family, which is, I let a common mallow grow down here. Some people call these cheeses. because of the way the seeds are. The seeds aren't quite ripe enough to pull one off and see, but let me see if